I am actually still in my office. We've had the Monday of all Mondays. It's been fun. So of course, Florida is not made for the Arctic tundra that it is right now. And I think it's like 56 degrees outside right now, so it's not too bad. But over the weekend, oh joy, over the weekend, we had 19 degrees. And yeah, our houses are not made for 19 degrees. Most definitely not the pipes that go into our houses because we have wells and all of the pipes are exposed. So what we had over the weekend was, I believe we're up to 9 phone calls of busted pipes, including our very own office also had. It wasn't the pipe that broke; it was the backflow pump that just got installed last month. But that one is not surprising because it comes out like 3 feet in the air. So yeah, there was a lot of busted pipes. Our record is 9 and we are almost there. I thought we actually weren't going to be almost there because we thought it was only going to be like 5 or 6. Unfortunately, we got several more calls tonight at around 5 p.m. So, and they were so upset. They were so upset that we were not going to have somebody out there like within the hour to get that fixed. But our plumbers are like, they're probably going to be already working until 10 o'clock at night. So I'm like, no, it's going to be tomorrow morning, most likely. And, yeah, they're not thrilled with that. So, so yeah, that was a thing. That was a blast. I'm gonna have to say. So, yeah, I'd rather not do that again. So if it gets down to like in the teens again in Florida, I'm going to move further south. I'm going to go to at least Tampa. Tampa doesn't normally have a freeze. Like it's very rare. So yeah, maybe I'll just go hang out with Lexi down there and that's it. That's all it is. I'm just gonna go with nope. So yeah, we're like it's like super cold. I had all of my winter clothes on this morning, which involved a hoodie and a leather jacket over top. So that was really cute. But yeah, that was a thing. Um so not only did we have the Arctic tundra here in Ocala, Florida, but it was also the last day to submit all of the tax documents that I needed to submit. So that was fun. It's been a fun day all around. Yeah, that's great. But you know what? It's okay because Mojo's is right next door, and I think I'm gonna order me some chicken tacos over there. So I had somebody got me a Cuban for lunch, and that was awesome. But my husband just came by, and he's like, "Is this for me?" Because I only ate like not even a quarter of it. Those things are massive. If you ever go to Key Foods on 200, go in there and get one of their Cubans. It's ridiculous. The thing is ridiculous big. If you can finish off a Cuban, I will give you $10 because those things are massive. Okay, just massive. But yeah, that's how much they cost, by the way. I will buy one for you for free if you can finish that off. But yeah, so anyway, so he just came and stole the rest of mine. So I'm like, you know what? You do you. So I'm going to get Mojo's and I'm going to get some chicken tacos to go. And I'm not going to worry about the rest of tonight. I also had an employee that locked up my one of the iPhones we have on the account for leasing. So if anybody's calling us for leasing right now, do you know how hard it is to unlock an iPhone? I had to like print out the receipt from the phone to prove that it's mine. I'm like, I bought it. This is a company phone. So I'm going to make it so they either just don't lock or because it's a company phone. So like why does it need to be locked? But yeah, I'm just gonna put it on like where I can find the phone, like find my phone. I'm gonna put that on it. And I'm also going to make it so you can unlock the phone. Just don't. I will literally fire you if you lock the phone. Because it's so hard. Have you ever tried to unlock an iPhone before? It's insane. It is absolutely insane. So yeah, no, not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna go with no. All right, I have to pay on my people. Hold on. Hey, how's it going? It's Chief. Hello, and Canvas Production. Hello. Hello, hello. There's so many people on here tonight. This has been crazy. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's got paid. So yeah, we're freezing. We're freezing cold. And it's been a day. So I had taxes, freezing cold weather, and broken pipes. A lot of broken pipes. Including our office. We have no water at the office right now. I don't even care. Well, I mean, I don't drink the office water anyway. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't. We have a thing that does cold water. So if you have cold water, like of an option of cold water versus sink water, get the cold water. Anyway, so yeah. Hello to lots of people. Let's see. Bristol. Hello, Bristol. It's like Crystal, but with a B. But yeah, it's it's been a day. I would like to go home and begin this day over again. I would like to go back to bed and just click restart, which unfortunately is basically what a Tuesday is, right? But yeah, so yeah, here's all my winter gear. There's my hoodie. There's my leather coat. It's not padded. It's just a leather jacket. That is it. That is my entire winter wardrobe. I looked for a hat this morning, and the only hats I have are baseball caps and sun. I have a whole bunch of sun hats, like, you know, the big floppy, yeah, like beach hats. A whole slew of those. Decorated, not decorated. Beautiful, beautiful hats. Absolutely not helpful here. So I put the hoodie on so that I would have something on my head because I did not want to take the time to blow dry my hair and it was still a little bit damp. It's probably still a little bit damp, but I just put it up and yeah. It's cold outside. It's been a tough stretch from coast to coast for sure. Absolutely it has. It has, like, when it's 19 degrees in Ocala, Florida, that is just bizarre. I know it's only for a weekend. Hold on, let me see. I think the weather's supposed to be nice by, I don't know, tomorrow. Let's see. Weather. Let's see what it is. Hopefully we are done with the Arctic tundra that is Ocala, Florida right now. Like, it's making me cold even thinking about it. And I should just go home and, like, I don't know, make soup or something. That's what you do, right? You do baking and soup. I was going to do that yesterday, but I ended up just staying under a blanket and reading books. I did laundry. I didn't even do the dishes. Like, it was bad. Like, it wasn't even cold inside the house, but every time I looked outside, it was all gray and everything. I was like, ah, hide. The dogs absolutely refuse to go outside. I'm like, you little brats. Like, you have to go out there to pee. And they're like, yeah, let's see you use an outhouse, lady. You know, it was not good. It was really not good. And I mean, not that I can blame them, but at the same time, I was the one that had to clean up their little accidents off of the tile floor. So not helpful. I was not happy with them, but you know, whatever. All right. Currently it is 46 degrees outside. 46 degrees. That is insane. I know some of you guys are like, oh, that seems warm from up here. That is not warm. That is not warm down here at all. And it's getting colder. It's going to get like 36 degrees by 10 p.m. That doesn't sound fun at all. Let's see. Yeah, the coldest it gets is, oh, it is going to freeze tonight. Great. That's awesome. Yeah, 28 degrees at 5 a.m. Why is it going to be colder at 5 a.m. than 4 a.m.? But okay, whatever. So yeah, 28 degrees tonight. Just no. Let's see. And then tomorrow by 4 p.m. it's 64 degrees. I almost turned the air conditioning on in my car this afternoon, and I was like, that's kind of stupid. So I just went and rolled down the windows. Put the windows down. Yeah, we don't roll windows down anymore. Anyway, whatever. Showing my age. Oh, I didn't see what this is. But let's see. Wednesday, also cold. This is great. This is great. When does it get Florida again? Okay, hold on. It's gonna be, I can't tell. It just has times it doesn't. Okay, Wednesday at 1 p.m. it's 72 degrees. Wednesday? Really? I have to wait until Wednesday? Okay. 10-day forecast. That's what I need. Let's see, we made a pot of chicken soup last Sunday and a pot of split pea soup yesterday. Soup on a cold day always hits the spot. It absolutely does. 27 degrees tonight. That's weird. I don't even know what is going on with the weather. It's insane. Like, can you see this? Hold on. Look at this. What is that? What is that? It doesn't know if it's like frozen or a heat wave. Like, that is insane. So tomorrow it's going to be 66 degrees and 34 degrees. The next day, 73 and 49, then 56 and 33. Like, it's so confused. It's so confused. I think it finally goes back to regular winter by the weekend. So 54 at night on Friday, and then 77 for a high during the day. And then it's gonna rain on Saturday. That kind of sucks. Because I'm gonna be helping somebody move. That does not sound like fun at all. Oh no, that's not even this week. No, that's next week. Okay. Wow, they do. They really go out. Okay. So how can they possibly know what it's gonna be next weekend? Let's see. So this Friday is gonna be 62. And then when I'm helping my friend move, it's gonna be 36 degrees at night and 70 during the day. So I'm gonna take my hoodie with me. And then I think I'm going to the circus on Sunday. There's a circus in town, and that's going to be 72 on Sunday, and it's Sunday. So it's going to be a pretty nice weekend, actually. And then Monday, 76. Okay, that's getting normal. Tuesday, 77. Wednesday, 75. Thursday, 77. And then it starts getting cold a little here. I don't know about that, but we'll see. So if I'm going to do anything, it's going to be this weekend. Okay, let's see. We've been crazy cold in Pittsburgh. The 10-day forecast doesn't look very promising. Ugh. I don't know. Let's see. Pittsburgh. I think, yeah. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 10-day forecast. Let's look. Let's see what you're going to get. Apparently, it doesn't know. All right, hang on. Actually, you're going to be 23 degrees tonight, too. So basically the same, same temp. Is that right? Yeah, you're going to have like the same weather as us tonight. That is insane. They say we're getting a polar vortex. That does not sound good. Later this week, I'm getting tired of it for sure. No kidding. I don't know. I can't help you right now because we're the same temperature right now. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. No. See, no. No. Yeah. So we were the same temperature for like tonight. And then you have a high of 31 degrees and a low of 10 degrees tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Wednesday, 8 degrees for a low. No, we don't go in single digits. I've never seen single digits in Ocala. Never. I mean, I've seen in the teens. I've seen like 18 or 19 degrees, but that's as cold as I've ever seen it. Look, 4 degrees on Saturday. So when I'm helping somebody move, if I complain about it being cold, no. I would not be going outside on that day. I wouldn't, honesty, I would not go outside on any of these days. Like none. Maybe, no. It's 41 degrees. I would not, no. No. Rain, freezing rain? Isn't that snow? That would be snow, right? Freezing rain? I have no idea. We're at -7 degrees last week. That's not fun. That is not fun. I'm gonna go with no. It's just no. Where's everybody else at? Like, what's your 10-day forecast looking like? I don't know. No. So yeah, it'll be 70 when I go and help somebody move this weekend. So anyway, I've already enlisted Lexi. I'm like, Lex, my friend, it's her parents, which I love them too. I was like, they need help moving most likely. So what are you doing? She's like, I'm helping you move apparently. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, they live like halfway between me and Lexi at this point. So I feel cold just being on here, honestly. That's some craziness. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's been a day. I'm going to get some Mojos. I'm going to order Mojos. That's the equivalent of my thing for today. I'm going to do Mojos and that's it. I don't know. I think I can order it online. If you ever come to Ocala, you have to get Mojos. It's like a requirement. You've not lived in Ocala unless you've been to Mojos. Everybody goes there. Vegan. Okay, I don't know. God bless you. Well, thank you. That sounds like I sneezed. I know that's what people use it for, and you weren't using it in that context, but that's what it sounds like. All right. Order pickup. I can order it on here. Why would I need DoorDash for order online? Okay. I don't know. Why is there so many, like, DoorDash and Uber? That's the only way to order stuff online anymore. Like, what just happened? I don't know. But yeah, they have the red beans and rice. It's incredible. It's practically its own food group. Okay, they have like little pieces of andouille sausage in it and vegetables like crazy, and it's like, yeah, you get like a little cup of it. Honestly, I could probably eat the red beans and rice just as a meal, but it's like a side, so whatever. Yeah. So one of the reasons I'm getting Mojos is because it's like walking distance. I'm not gonna walk though, because it's freaking cold outside. But it's like right there. So, and their food is incredible. And so I'm going to get 2 tacos and I'm gonna get some red beans and rice and call it good. But their Ragin' Cajun pasta is pretty good too. I don't know. Hold on. Let me like you're checking out all of the okay. I don't know. Hot mess. Seasoned waffle fries with white queso cheese, Cuban roast pork, bacon, and barbecue sauce. So obviously it's not like a health conscious kind of place, but that's a Raging Cajun pasta, which is pretty good. So, I mean, that's the only thing I got that one time, the birria beef, and I love birria tacos, but I did not like theirs. What in the world? No, I didn't order that. Okay. And I guess their wings are pretty amazing, but I don't know that I've ordered those. I don't know. Pulled pork nacho. Basically, we're going really big health food over here. They got fried pickles, Cajun style, chips and salsa, pulled pork nachos, gringo queso dip. Wow, that's self-explanatory. Their Cuban sandwich, that's what David always gets, but he stole my Cuban sandwich from today, so he gets nothing. Okay, here we go. Southern style shrimp and grits. That you can find at a lot of restaurants down here. I'm not even joking. There's fish and grits too. Their fish tacos are pretty good. Redfish etouffee. Jammin' jambalaya. I've heard their jambalaya is really good actually. But I'm getting the Baja chicken, I think. I went 2? Yeah, I think I went 2. Okay, and I'm going to get red beans and rice, which is a little bit of an upgrade, but I don't care because it's really good. And I will take it home. Side, okay, the side is more expensive than the thing. Anyway, all right. So there we go. But don't those look good? Hold on. There we go. So yummy. You don't even know. Okay. Okay. We'll definitely get to Ocala one day for sure, promise. Yay. I would say what's good there. Their fish tacos are really good. Their chicken tacos are really good. Their Cuban sandwich, really good. And then the Raging Cajun pasta, they're known for like crazy. So yeah, just meet me here and then we'll walk across the street and go to Mojo's. We practically share a parking lot with them. So it's not really shared, but they have a better parking lot, I would have to say. I have like 6 spots and that's it. But that's okay. You can park at Mojo's and then come over here. No, they'd probably get mad about that. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. It just, doesn't that look good? Serious. But yeah, that's what I'm going to have, I think. I have a bag full of candy sitting right here staring at me. Literally staring at me. It is a massive bag of candy. Somebody just gave it to me today. Look at this. That's a lot of candy. It's for Lexi, but apparently it was like a whole, that's a lot. Apparently she got like 200 pieces of candy in a bag for like $8. And it was like a whole bunch of M&Ms and Mars bars and like all sorts of stuff, but it also had Skittles and what's the other one? Starburst. And she doesn't really like she doesn't like those. So she's like, here, give these to Lexi. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, there was, I may have had a couple pieces. I know look at my office right now. It's like crazy. This is craziness. It's a mess. I know, but I got some, wow, it looks worse on camera. But no, I bought a whole slew of cameras. My poor Rodecaster is underneath there. But it was a thing for an auction. So I have 22 of these and some cameras over here too. Hold on. So I was on the radio show on Wednesday. Anyway, and then that camera, I think there was 2 Canons and 2 Minoltas. Yeah, that camera, this lens, which I think I could probably see them land on the moon if they do that again anytime soon. There's another one. I don't know. I haven't even turned these on yet, but and then this one, I don't know why it's white. It's got like some dust on it or something. Anyway, it's a Minolta. These things are heavy. So yeah, you can tell it's old style. Anyway, but yeah, so I've got like 22 of those cameras. I'm charging one up over there as we speak, but they're supposed to go into my podcast room. I just dropped my water. Okay. They're supposed to go into my podcast room, but my podcast room is not ready yet. It looks horrible. So I was trying to figure out like what to do because I've got guests coming in for my podcast, my YouTube channel. So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? So I literally have to walk around. I set it up. Me and Lexi came in here and set it up. So that's actually going to be my interim podcast room. And I can't put it on that wall where it's away from everything because that's where the window is. And I just don't think it would be, I don't know. So those are some pictures that I found today that I'm going to put up on the wall. But yes, it is a disaster. I have to walk by all of this stuff And they're like, that's a light down. It's just a mess. It's an absolute mess right now in my office. So it's gonna look amazing. It's gonna have, me and the guest and, with the picture frames up, it'll look beautiful on camera. But holy smokes, it is a mess right now. So, but man, the lighting is everything. I'm telling you. Lighting and sound. So I got my sound system out for the radio show, and now it's sitting there, and I'm going to have more wires going from here to there. But the 22 cameras, plus the Minoltas and Canons, the reason for that is because I wanted to have multiple angles that I can switch through, for, like during editing, of course. But instead of just one camera and one angle, I wanted to have multiple. So it should be a little bit more interesting and more depth and whatever, more editing for sure. So so anyway, going to be doing that. And yeah, I got all of those cameras and the video cameras and the regular cameras and the lenses and everything for $200. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. It was like with tax and everything, it was $220, but whatever. It's a work in progress. It'll be great when it's done. The result will be awesome. But I really wish that I could have put it anywhere else but here. And anywhere else in the office is like, it was either the room was too big and there was echo and bad sound, or like the media room is too small. We have to like move the wall, and that's going to be at least probably 2 months before we're going to do that. So, yeah. So I'm going to have a really ugly office for probably the next 60 days until we get that done. But it will also spur me on to get that wall and everything taken care of sooner rather than later, because I will literally lose my mind if I can't stand chaos. Like that is going to drive me nuts. So I don't know. Maybe if I can at least get the wires cleaned up. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it will be really, really nice for the show. It's going to look great. It better. So bad. But yeah, I also got to figure out, I have to have tripods in here. Like it's going to be even more of a mess because right now it's set up just for the one camera, but I actually have to add probably 3, and I got to put tripods up for those. So all of that mess plus 3 tripods. That's what we're going with. It's going to be so fun. But yeah, hopefully maybe I'll put like a piece of tape or something down where all of the equipment is, so I can put it over to the side during the week. And because I only need it up for like an hour or 2 a week. So it's just really hard to get it back exactly where it was. But maybe, so I would rather have pieces of tape and all of the equipment mushed over to the wall and then just bring them out. Maybe that's an idea. I'll get some painter's tape, go to town. So if you come into my office and there's a whole bunch of painter's tape on the wall, it's because that's where the equipment goes and for the best angles and lighting. Obviously, I'm not concerned about that right now because I have the worst lighting ever. That's it. This is what we're using right now. But it's alive. You guys don't care. So everybody's like, yeah, no, we do. We're leaving here. I'm going to, hang on. I forgot to pay for my Mojos. David's going to be like, what in the world? That. I'm going to do that. Put that in there. I don't know. It's asking. Okay. It's asking for my credit card number. Dude, I don't know. Okay. Seems like a lot for dinner. $17. Oh. Please pick up order. Okay. And let's be honest, he's probably going to end up eating like at least one of my tacos. So bad. Okay. pick up at 7:41. Good grief. Okay. Whatever. I have food now. Accurate. Preparing your order. Do you see? Right there? Yeah. I'm going to go walk over there. I just saw that. I'm like, how did they know? It doesn't have a little car. It has like a little walking person. So I'm going to take my car though, because yeah, it is cold. I'm just going to grab it on the way when I go to like go home. So yeah, I'm the same way for sure. I swear that's going to be fun. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I got all of these cameras. It's a lot of cameras. Way more than what I need. I don't know. I'm gonna probably just find the best ones out of the lot, literally out of the auction lot, and yeah, go from there. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I'm done with that. Caitlin, I'm so sick. I'm sorry, Caitlin. That's not fun. It's flu season. Thanks for the live stream tonight. Enjoy dinner. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to have tacos. Really good tacos. Caitlin, I'm so sorry you are sick. That is not fun. But it is. It is flu season. I tried to keep my distance. That whole 6-foot thing that we had going for, the pandemic, I keep it to this day, because the whole time during that time, I didn't get the flu. I didn't get colds. I didn't get anything. I'm like, okay, so all I need to do is make sure I stay away 6 feet from people majority of the time. Okay. And if there's somebody sick, they can't come to the office. They're not allowed. It's just, it's a thing. They literally are like, okay, so I have a cold, and I'm like, stay home, stay home. I will literally chase you down with Lysol. You cannot come here. I don't want all of my customers getting sick. I don't want all of my agents, my employees, everybody getting sick. And I definitely don't have time to get sick. So keep sick at home. Just call in, girl, call in. Do not do it. Don't do it. I have had people that I guess they think I need to see them in order to realize that yes, they are actually sick. And so they'll come in coughing and sneezing and stuff and be like, yeah, I really don't feel good. I'm like, why are you here? Like, go back. Why did you get dressed and come in here? Like, that makes no sense to me at all. Like, if you're sick, I believe you. Stay home. Oh my goodness. But yeah, not fun. Nobody wants to be sick. And I mean, if you're calling out all the time, it's probably, yeah, okay, obviously, then maybe not. But everybody gets sick. Like, everybody, once in a while. So yeah, just, girl, keep it at home. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. Chief, I don't know if you noticed this, but you said thank you for the toast stream. I wasn't actually going to say anything, but I don't know what a toast stream is. I'm going to assume you meant live stream, but apparently I got streaming toes on here, and that is not what this channel is about. I got nothing. I don't know. All right. I am going to go find some food and see what happens. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, you've got more. I've got more. Hello, Bev. They wanted to spread the love. That's not what you be spreading. Like, nobody, maybe they just wanted to share, they wanted other people to like feel sympathy or empathy for what they're going through. I'm not really sure, but that is not fun. Do not do that. There are certain things that you should share. That is not one of them. Nobody needs to do that. So if you feel like crap, stay home. Like, whatever. When we got home from Disney in December, I ended up sick for 2 weeks. Oh yeah. Way too many people in a small area. Disney is like the easiest way to get sick. We went to Disney so many times, and there were so many people from all over the world. There is no way, it's basically its own petri dish. I don't know that people don't know that. So I'm not a germphobe. I swear I'm not. I mean, you've seen my office. It's especially at the moment. But There are certain things that I have found that have worked really well, and when I go to Disney, I make sure that I have hand sanitizer, like, constantly. You have no idea how many people order food, and they've touched so many countless things at Disney, and they don't wash their hands first, or they don't use hand sanitizer first, and it's like, you basically just, like, ingested whatever from at least 4 different continents. Like, why? You know, especially the popcorn, they're literally like, and the kids and stuff will be like touching all the handrails. They have to touch the handrails while they're standing in line. It's just a thing. So they touch all that stuff and then get popcorn. And then they touch all the stuff and then get popcorn. I'm like, you should just lick some of the coins in your pocket. Like, no. So, no. It's just, so yeah, that I see and I'm like, well, eventually, in a few decades, you're going to have a really good immune system or a really bad immune system. Like it's going to be completely shot, or you're going to be able to withstand, a nuclear bomb of plagues. I don't know. Um, so yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be a live stream. Yes, sorry. That's okay. That's okay. I've definitely done way worse. Um, yeah. Have child. Ugh. So yeah, that one, and then flying on a plane. Um, I don't do the mask. I didn't really do the mask much at all. But when I go on an airplane, I do. I wear a mask. I know I take it off to like drink some liquid or whatever. But it's recycled air for hours and hours. So what's really bad is my husband, he can't stand it. He cannot stand wearing a mask. It's like so uncomfortable for him. So I'll be wearing this stupid thing for hours. And then I look over and he's got the thing off and he's sitting there talking to the person that's all of 3 inches away from him. And I'm like, you do realize we live together and sleep in the same bed. So if I'm wearing a mask and you're not, it's basically, I might as well be doing the same thing. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on, man. You're half the party. Let's go. But he loves talking to people and he just, oh my goodness, he talks to everybody. He talks to everybody. So, yeah. I mean, on a plane, seriously, who knows who is on the plane from where? And if somebody is sick and they have a plane to catch or something that they have to do, an appointment or something, they're going to get on the plane. They're going to get on the plane anyway. They're going to be miserable and they're going to be sick and they're going to be coughing all over you, but they're going to get on the plane. Let's be honest. So if anybody does that, please just wear a mask for the rest of us, but they don't want to be uncomfortable. So yeah, if I go on a plane, I wear a mask. Everybody looks at me like I'm a weirdo, but I don't have time to get sick. I don't, and I don't like getting sick. I'm not a huge fan. So yeah, on planes and airports and Disney, I don't wear a mask at Disney, but I do bring hand sanitizer, like large quantities of hand sanitizer, because you touch everything. You touch everything. You touch the rides, you touch the hand things on the lines, and I don't know. It's just a big petri dish. It's an international petri dish. There is stuff in there that I have never even heard of before, and I don't want it. So no. Cruises. Oh yeah, I've always got the hand sanitizer going on the cruises. Like so much. Because it's just, yeah. But the second cruise we went on, I actually got a cold while I was on the cruise. And I was perfectly fine. I got on the cruise and then I got the cold. So now I'm, all hand sanitizered up into oblivion with those things. Just because I had to learn the hard way. Sorry, I need to plug this in. But I love cruises. I would never not go to a cruise. I love Disney. I love all of that. But there's a few precautions you have to take, like wash your hands or hand sanitize before you put food in your mouth after you've been touching who knows what from who knows where. And yeah, it's not like it's like, I mean, somebody that comes across to a different continent to go to Disney, it's probably not like a low income person or something like that. It has nothing to do with what country or it's just that it's a different germs. It's like, it's like if you move to, let's say you're living in California and then you move to Florida and you've got kids in school, y'all are going to be sick for like at least a month. At least, probably for the first 6 months. You're just going to have a cold after cold after cold because we have a completely different set of germs and viruses and stuff that you have not been exposed to before. So imagine that times Disney. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with no. I'll pass. So yeah, same thing. Cruises, airports. See, on a cruise though, I normally stay far enough away from people. I got my 6-foot distance most of the time, so I don't wear a mask on that. And it's not recycled air because that the whole recycled air thing. But yeah, airplanes, yeah. Come to think of it, I think I did make fun of my husband because he did get a cold after we went on a flight, and I was like, see, should wear your mask. But yeah, it's actually pretty rare that I get sick though. So I'm gonna have to say whatever I'm doing is working. So I'll get like muscle pains and stuff like that, but not much past that. So yeah, that's everywhere when children are involved. Truth. Oh, never been on a cruise yet. You have to try one. They're so fun. Like you either absolutely love them or absolutely just, no, I don't think there's anybody that hates cruises. They're just maybe like, it's not really my thing. My daughter is like that. She's like, well, I'll go on one, but it's not really my thing. And then she wanted to go to Europe, and I'm like, let's do a cruise and like go over, do a European cruise, see what it's like, see, whatever, check out the areas and stuff, pick out what hotels, and then we'll go over and we'll spend time there later. And she's like, if I'm going to go all the way to Europe, I'm not going on a cruise. I'm going to find a hostel or an Airbnb, and I'm just going to stay there. I want to be one with the continent. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a way to do it. But what if you get over there and the Airbnb is like scary? I don't know. I don't know about that. So she's obviously, I would have done that in a heartbeat when I was like her age, but now, I don't know. Cruises. Yeah, no, I know, Bev. You're absolutely right. There are people that don't like cruises. But I don't know. I think they're great. I think moms especially like really love cruises because I have done the family vacation where we put 3 kids and a dog in the back seat of the car and then traveled across the United States. The second time we did that, I told my husband never again. I was like, absolutely not doing that again. Because yeah, no, it was just too much. It was just way too much. We were in the car like 30 hours, and it was like in the car, then walking for eternity. I mean, we did museums. We went all over the place. It was a fantastic vacations. We still talk about it with the kids and stuff. They were amazing, but it was too much. It was way too much. And then we went on cruises, and it was wonderful. People make food for you, and you don't have to worry about like, how much does this cost or how it's all there. It's all included. And you don't have to like be the travel guide because you already know what you're going to be doing where, like all the excursions and stuff. So kids get to do all manner of stuff, and I don't have to be the, activity planner. They just go figure it out for themselves. It's awesome. It is awesome. So yeah, it's probably me just being lazy, but we we went across the United States, and I wanted to do camping the whole time, and my husband wanted to do hotels the whole time. So we did it split. So we would go camping for like a day, maybe 2, and then we went to a hotel the night because we were literally like making stops all the way up. We went up to hold on. We went up to Wisconsin from Florida, had a whole bunch of stops on the way, and then we went across into the UP of Michigan and then came back down with 3 kids and a dog in the back seat and camping in between. That was a lot. Not gonna lie, that was a lot. And then we did it where we went up to the Outer Banks. From Florida, we went to the Outer Banks, and then we went back up, and then we went to DC, and then Pennsylvania, and New York, and then we came back down. That was a lot. That was a lot. So, and I was cooking and feeding snacks to the bored children, and cooking and providing navigational. It was not a vacation for me. I came home and I needed a vacation. I was like, I literally 24/7 navigational. No, oh no. And then I was taking turns driving too. So put me on a cruise any day. That was not a vacation. That was work. That was more work than work. It was crazy. So it was great vacations. It was awesome. But after the second time that we did that fiasco, no. I'm not fond of flying. We didn't fly. We drove. We drove in that. We went in my little Kia Sportage. Yeah. And we drove a lot. It was like, we worked it out. It was like 33 hours in the car one time. But I mean, we would go to a spot and then we'd do something fun there, and then we go to another spot and we do something fun there. I used what is that app? I don't know. It has like a whole bunch of stuff that you can do for really cheap, and there's like coupon codes and stuff like that. So, I was just on it not too long ago. It was a lot of fun. But I'm going to stick with the cruises from now on. Considering it has like all sorts of different foods, that's my husband's like, yeah, this is awesome. Great. But yeah, if we want to go like to Europe or something like that, or my daughter seriously wants to go to Japan, she doesn't want to do a cruise. She wants to go and just fly over and stay there for like a month. She's like, if you're going to pay for flying over, you might as well just stay there. And I'm like, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Groupon. Thank you. You know what I meant. Thank you. Yes, Groupon. I just did. It's also really good for gifts. Instead of actually giving somebody like a thing, you can give them a Groupon for an activity. Like I just got my sister-in-law kickboxing lessons with my daughter. I was like, here, go do this together. You can legally beat each other up. It'll be great. So I don't know. I thought it was the gift that kept on giving, but whatever. Yeah, Groupon. I love Groupon. It is awesome. You can do so many things on there. I don't know. It's not as popular anymore, but I love it. I still go on it. So, but yeah, we used Groupon all across the United States, not once, but twice. So we knew wherever we were staying at, like a hotel or a campground, we would see what is on Groupon that they do in that area. So in one area, we went whitewater rafting, and another one we went horseback riding. And by the way, if you go horseback riding and the person asks you, are you, an experienced rider? That means they're about to give you a horse that doesn't want to be a ridden horse. Do not answer it. Just tell them that you are super scared of riding and you have absolutely no experience whatsoever. Because by the time I did not do that and got off of the horse, I wanted to do things that I do not think that anybody should do to a horse, which is like, seriously, I literally could have just, uppercut. Like I was so mad that horse. I love animals, I do, but that horse, oh, it tried to scrape me off its back at one point by going through trees. Did I tell it to go through trees? No, it did not care what I said to it. It did not care if I kicked it to go. It did not care. It did not care. It did not want to be a ridden horse. It wanted to go be retired in somebody's backyard and eat grass and allow them the privilege of saying they have a horse. It did not want to be a ridden horse. It wanted to be a pet. And it was not really thrilled with me being there and insisting on being on its back. So if you do go on a trail ride and they ask you, do you have any experience riding? And even though I have had a few horses, not a horse person, but I have I have horses. I made sure Lexi had horseback riding lessons, all that fun stuff. But no, do not tell them you're an experienced rider. Lie. Lie through your freaking teeth, because you will get the most stubborn, horribly behaved horse. Don't do it. Everybody else had a great time. Me and what appeared to be a mule, we didn't get along. I was like, I know how to ride, and this ain't it, okay? I'm not a fantastic rider, but I know enough of riding to know that was not right. That was not right. I, at one point, considered getting off and putting my arm behind the horse, because you don't stand behind a horse. That is just stupid. Especially him. He would have done very bad things to my kidneys. But literally just kind of pushing him along. Like, it would have been better if I just got off and walked. Just taking him. I it was bad. It was so bad. He was a terrible horse. Terrible. I was like, and they knew it. They knew it. They're like, yeah, he really doesn't like trail riding. I'm like, why? What? I just paid for this. Like, why did we do this? That is not bad. If you horseback riding is scary? No, it's not scary. Especially trail riding on, no, that's no. But if it's a horse that actually wants to go out on a trail that's not older than molasses, is, whatever, slower than molasses, it can be fun. It can be really fun. That was, it was good for stories. I now have a big pink t-shirt that I got that says, I am the world's most okayest horse rider. Because I will never, ever, ever tell anybody that I'm an experienced rider ever again. Will not happen. Will not happen. I will tell them that I've never been on a horse. I will lie. I will happily lie, because I will never, ever, ever tell somebody I'm an experienced rider, because bad things follow. Bad things follow. And I had to pay for that privilege. It was awful. They do. They get spooked easily and take off running. Absolutely, they can. I don't think that he had him in. Like, if he had gotten spooked, I don't think he would have really. He might have, like, tried to bite me. I don't know. He really. There is no way that horse. He was too lazy. He was way too lazy. There was no chance that he would have reared up and, spooked and ran off. That horse wouldn't have run. It just wouldn't. I've seen horses that would love to run and they get into trouble, but he wasn't it. He was not it. I had the opposite problem. He just was not going to move. He didn't want to move. Nobody could make him. So bad. Oh my. To me, it was like my feet on the ground. Okay. Well, I mean, technically you have 4 feet on the ground. They just don't happen to be yours. So, it's a thing. All right. Parshuram, you are coming in at the end of it. I'm so sorry, but I have to go get my dinner now, which is across the street. So I'm going to go put on my winter clothes over there, and I'm going to go over and get in the car and freeze to death and go and get my food. So, all right. Nothing but love for you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really, really do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me on Monday nights. It's so fun. Especially for you guys that like Bev and Chief and, Alati. Oh my God. She says, I missed your live. It's been a Monday. Girl, that's how I started this live. It has definitely been a Monday of all Mondays. It's been intense. But it's over, and I'm going to go get food and call it done. So y'all have a great night. Hopefully your Tuesday is better than your Monday, and it gets just better the rest of the week. And try not to freeze, because it's super cold out. All right, nothing but love for you.